This is Travis from Elliston Equine Solutions, and today what we're going to do is talk about picket stakes. And there's three different ways to utilize a picket stake. And one of them we're going to talk about is with the halter. Second method is with the neck strap. And the third technique or method, third method is with a one-legged collar strap. What I like to use, there's a lot of materials out there that you can use to produce a nice picket rope. This is nothing more than a driving line that you can find at Tractor Supply, Big R, or any type of equine establishment that sells horse equipment. And what I like to do is get these because it's nice and soft. You can get them pretty cheap when they're used. And what I like to do is I'll just cut this buckle off. I'll cut this off and I'll utilize it. Now there's nothing wrong using other material. I just like a rope that's about 30 feet to 50 feet long. And the reason being, when a horse is attached to it, it's a big loop so it doesn't get wrapped around the horse. So this is the type of material. So this is one I just bought to show you. This is one that I put together. So as you can see right here on this picket line, I just take this little donut off and I just put a locking D-ring right inside the place this right here. On the other side, I'll cut this off on the brass part and I will keep it there and I'll just attach it to another D-ring. All right, and this works really good for me. This is called a picket stake. You can make your own, but this is one of the ones that I like to use, and it comes from Montana Outfitter. It's a big stake, it swivels around, and what I like to do with a picket stake is find a location that doesn't have any obstacles. So I won't have any falling down logs that a picket stake will get into. I won't have no big holes, won't have no running water. I want a nice flat area where I can stretch the rope out and the horse doesn't get in trouble or get caught. So basically all you do is you just take the hammer, take the picket stake, and you hit it right down the ground. So you got this little ledge right here, you hit it dead center. And you bring it all the way down to the bottom plate there. Okay, so now we got it secured. You can see it can swivel all the way around. So that's what I like to do for my picket stakes. If I want, I'll just take the picket stake rope and I want to double check, make sure a horse can't get in trouble with anything. And stretch it all the way out. Like picket tails look close, I'll probably move it. Close to the rocks, but you can't go forward into it. So there we go. I like that. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go grab a horse. Okay, so this is the first piece of equipment I was talking about. This is just a normal halter. It just goes on. You just latch the picket rope to the picket stake right onto the bottom, just like you do a normal lead rope. A lot of people do this, and the reason they do it is because it's the easiest. All right, there's not much training involved. If you are doing training, what I highly recommend is after you do desensitization with a horse and the rope, and you're teaching the horse to follow the feel, what I like to do is I like to make sure that I do a quick review with the horse to let them know it's on picket stake, because they are going to get tangled up. I want them to be able to figure out how to untie themselves when they get tangled up the rope. Once again, that's why I like a very long rope, because it's going to be bigger coils of rope instead of small ones. The closer it is to the picket stake with short rope, the smaller the coils are and they can't get out of them. So that's a little tip for you. So this is the least preferred method that I like. You'll see that you got a halter and lead rope on, and what can happen is the horse could take the hind foot, come in, scratch, get their foot caught right into this right here, and then it gets real western, and that's no bueno, that's no good. Okay, so this is least preferred. They get really into a wreck. It's pretty common, a lot of people do it, once again, because it's very simple to do. Okay, so this is method number one. All right, method number two is what we're going to teach is neck strap. That's the next best method of doing a picket stake, and we'll go put that on right now. Hello folks, what we got here is a neck strap used for picketing, and it's just very similar to a belt that you wear. You got the strap, it feeds right into a belt buckle with a hole, just like you're wearing it. The only difference is you have this little clip right here, or a metal ring that you attach the picket rope to. And this is what I like to do. I like to take my picket strap right up to the horse, and all you do is just wrap it around the neck. And the nice thing about a picket neck strap is that you can leave it length. I like to have about 2 fingers stacked so they can breathe, but I like it to where it doesn't slide up and down. I like it enough for a front foot or hind foot's not going to get caught into the neck strap. Okay, once I get there nice and comfortable, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my picket rope. And I like the ones that lock, and the reason I like them is because the horse, when they're playing with it, tonguing with it, it's not going to come off the horse. The next thing you gotta go do is go try to track your horse down by following the hoof prints. I don't like doing that. This is Hobbs. Once again, if you haven't met Hobbs before the prior videos, he is a quarter horse Gypsy Banner cross. He's a gelding, little 3-year-old. So we're going to use him for this demonstration. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory on neck strap. This is probably the second best method of teaching a horse how to use a picket stake, okay? Just Google it online. You can go to your saddle maker, a leather shop, and they'll know what you talk about, and they'll actually make you one. Once again, when I am working with a horse, I want them to know how to untangle themselves, because they'll be around their feet, be around their legs. Generally, what I like to do is just take the picket stake rope, and I'm going to have them follow the field. Good boy. So what I'm going to do is take the rope, come around to the outside, and I've done this a lot in my groundwork where it shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to point the head, and I'm going to step away from the horse, let him on track himself, just like that. I don't want him to get tangled up because I've already done all the homework in my groundwork. You see, he didn't freak out, he didn't go crazy. Matter of fact, I just got him out of the trailer for 5 hours, and he's sitting there doing this stuff. So I'm giving him a little bit of feed while I'm doing this video to help you out. So that's the second method. And then whenever I do one side, I normally do the other to let them know that, hey, you can get out of this. So you can see that the lead rope, or correction, the picket stake's wrapped around the hind leg. He's not freaking out because we've already taught the horse how to lead by each hoof. And that's another reason why I like doing this. So the video that's a precursor to this one is the video, check it out. It's on YouTube. Is the one to teach a horse how to lead by each hoof. All right, so please hit subscribe, please hit like if you like these videos, because we definitely appreciate all the questions that you bring to the table. We try to answer the best we can. So this is method number 2 on the picket stake. All right, folks, so basically what I like to do to take off the neck strap is I just pull the halter and lead rope on, and I just unbuckle it like this, and I got positive control of the horse. And then I can lead the horse around, and you'll know how much action. Okay, all right, folks. So this is the third way I like to picket stake a horse. This is a single collar, single leg collar, and what I like about it is just a piece of leather. It doesn't have the sheepskin in it, which means you can use it to collect a bunch of burrs. Those burrs rub against the horse's pasture bone, it rubs them, and it's painful, and they don't like it, and then they're not going to enjoy the experience of a picket stake. Next thing you'll notice is it's not nylon. I like natural material. It wears better. This is double stitched, and it's very nice and easy and good to go. One thing I like to point out is on this neck strap, there's a buckle. These one leg hobbles can also come with a buckle. I don't like them because you'll be sitting there trying to put on a horse's leg. They pull back, you're gonna lose skin off a finger. So I always like these pull tab ones. You just take the pull tab, push it right through, lock it in place, and it's not gonna fall off the horse. So we're gonna demonstrate that right now, how to put this on a horse. All right, folks, we're gonna go ahead and put this one leg collar hobble right onto the horse. And basically what I like to do is I like to take my lead rope, place it right on, small back like this, so the horse takes off running, and my cameraman's going to come over to my right hand side. If the horse starts going forward, all I have to do is do this, and the back end's going to disengage on track. It's hard for him to bolt. So I'm going to make sure I know where the picket stake rope is. I'm going to rub the shoulder. I'm at that nice 45-degree angle, it's a safety spot so the horse can't run me over. Looking for the hind leg, make sure he's not kicking at flies and kicking at me. Trace down. I'm gonna put the hobble on. I like to put the hobble down the pastern bone, and I always put the fastener to the outside. Once I have it secured, I'm gonna take the halter and lead rope off. And I still have this on the horse. Once it's on, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the foot and make sure he can follow. Good boy. The reason I do that is because I want the horse to know that I have the picket stake on his pasture bone. So he could feel it, he could thank it. And from the past training of all the groundwork we've done in the video, how to teach a horse to follow the lead like this. He's going to step into the pressure. Good boy. I want him to know that, okay? Once again, I'm going to do follow the fill. I'm going to bring my rope around on the picket stake because I want to make sure the horse knows not to freak out on a picket stake. You see, he just stepped out of it, not that big of a deal. And then I can come on to this side here. Bring it up a little bit higher. And all I'm doing is prepping the horse to make sure that he doesn't freak out. If all our homework is good, that's the most you're going to get, okay? So I try to prep my horse, and I'll stay here in the beginning when I first put a picket stake on. I will stay here and support my horse to make sure it doesn't get out of trouble. Once done with that, I can come and pick up my lunch, sit on a picnic table, sit there and watch my horse while he's eating grass, and I don't have to worry about it. And I'll switch spots. One day I'll put the one leg collar hobble on one leg. Next day I might do it on the other side. I'll just keep doing it for 5 days, and pretty soon they get down to this routine where it's not a big deal. Now, you're going to say, well, Travis, that's going to hurt them if they take off. If you've already desensitized them all a bunch of noises, if you've already taught them how to lead, okay, by each hoof, you just mitigate all of them factors, and they're not going to take off. Been doing this for years through the western states. We all do this in the big country and stuff, in the big outdoors. And we never have a problem with this, okay? And when you're doing with horsemanship, you always have risk. So you're looking at ways to mitigate. And I can tell you with this technique, they're not going to get their leg caught into the halter. They're not going to get caught in the neck strap. You have a lot more control down there on pasture bone. So this is the way I prefer on a picket stake. And I like to train a horse by using these methods. All right, so what I like to do when I'm just left the area, I'm coming back to grab my horse and take him off the pasture and picket stake, one leg collar hobble. I like to prepare my halter and lead rope. I just put my halter right in the crook of my arm, put my arm right through the nose band of the halter, and take the top of the brow band and the earpiece right here, put together in my hands so I'm prepared. And that's called prepared to position for transition. So this is what it looks like when I come and approach my horse. First thing is I'm going to call my horse's name. He's busy eating or might be sleeping, who knows what he's doing. I'm going to say, Hobbs, Mr. Hobbs, and then I'm going to approach my horse. I get over to the 45-degree angle. I don't care if he's eating. Probably coming closer here. I'm going to create my corral. And I'm just simply going to catch my horse just like the other videos I put on YouTube channel before. Alright, this is the part I wanted to show you. When I put a set of collar hobbles on a horse, I like to have a cue to let the horse know I'm taking them off. So the camera first going to come around this side so you can see. Once I'm here, I'm at this 45-degree angle pocket. Make sure I don't get run off. Can't cow kick me. I'm going to run my arm down, shoulder to the leg, and I'm simply going to take the hobble off. And then what I'm going to do is just rub the leg, and that's my cue to let the horse know I took my hobble off. Because I always want a cue to let the horse know that I took it off. Because if you don't, you're going to pull forward and the horse is just going to keep his foot there, you know, because you didn't give him a cue to let him know it's safe to walk away. So I rub the leg, I walk off, the horse should follow now, just like this. Nice and easy. So there you go. Hope that helps you out. Enjoyed being here at the United States Air Force Academy Equestrian Center. It's been a great time with Mr. Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs has done 30 days of training, and I'm going to take him back to his owner. And then that'll be the end of Hobbs there, and he'll fall on great stuff. Going to miss his 3-year-old. It's been great to work with him, and it's been great sharing him and his characteristics with you. But now you have the knowledge, and knowledge is power, and power is the solution. Thank you so much. Take care. Adios.
I come from a family of horsemen, ordained to the